Hello everyone, my name is Shingley and this is our first corporation tutorial video for new members and maybe members who, have never PvP'd or used overview or anything else, maybe in their mind efficiently. I try to explain everything as clear as I can. I'm very sorry about my English, it's not my native language, but I do my best. So let's go on. Alright. In here you can see my basic layout. It's really simple. I have fleet here, the fleet composition in here, where I can see where the members' locations, what ship they are flying, the ship group, what positions they are in the fleet, and what leadership skills they have. Also I can see the join request, so I can moderate, accept, and kick or decline anyone unwanted in the game. I have log window open in here, and it's for simple reason why it's open. When you are in the fighting situation, there's so many notifications that they are overlapping each other, and if you are shooting something and you suddenly start to miss him, you really need to know that you are not wasting your time or efforts to shoot something what you are actually are not hitting. Then you can see my drones. My drones are grouped up, so I would be more efficient to launch them and use them in the PvP situations. And well, also I monitor the damage, what are going on, when I need to recall them or send them. For this I have using the keyboard shortcuts. I have Ctrl S to attack them, Ctrl D to come back to the drone bay, Ctrl E to come back and orbit me. Make sure that you overview the drone settings are in the passive, focus fire, and attack and follow. Attack and follow is more to the carrier pilots and super carrier pilots, so they probably know what for it is. Then you can see my corporation chat, the fleet chat. In the fleet chat usually the member list is enabled. In the corporation chat in the PvP situation I disable it just in case. You want to basically disable everything what you actually don't need to reduce the lag, because the lag is the worst enemy in the PvP situation. Then you can see my selection item, which is placed small because I want to have max space for multiple targets depending what I'm flying, and well, am I in the siege mode or not in siege mode or whatever, it really doesn't matter. In the fleet window you can see I have history opened. Make sure that in your broadcast setting you have this kind compass thing in here that it broadcasts to everybody, so when you send your broadcast everybody can see what you are broadcasting. There is the basic things what you need is need armor or need shields or need capacitator. Once it clicks it appears here. Logistic ships, they have own tactics how they do things, and they just right click the target and lock the target. We have two target callers in the fleet. Usually first one is me if I'm leading the fleet, and the way how I do it, I call the ship type and then name. In this case it's avatar shall be made, and it's much easier to you to have this type in here selected as listing option. Then you can scroll down and see, okay, it's I don't know, avatar, or is this a Drake or something else, and then you can after that look the name and get the right target. But they will be also on the broadcast window, the secondary target caller. Make sure that, and then in just this case, if you didn't hear me for some reason, your kids were yelling or I was hacking out, you just right click and lock the target. So in here example I broadcast the target my own drone, and that's really fast. So in my overview you can see icon, distance, name, type, tag and velocity. The tag is for missioning. If you are doing the fleet missions, I just really quickly tag the right correct order what to attack. Once it died you go to the next letter, next letter, next letter, next letter, next letter. The velocity is there. You should know your own tracking capability. Same thing like with the distance, you know your optimal range, you know when to switch your ammunition on need. For this it's recommended to keep the cargo window open, so you just drag the ammunition instead doing this and searching the right one, which can be like really messy thing to do. And when you see the velocity, example, if I'm in the elevation in the siege mode and I see that battleship is moving 50 meters per second, I know there is no point me engaging and waste my time on him, depending on the guns what I'm using. So the velocity is also a really important thing. In this empty location, usually I have watch list. In the watch list you add your anchoring point, usually, you know, the important in-fleet targets, if you need to orbit something or approach something, or, you know, that comes to another training session. So going do the overview. I know that the EVE University, they have similar video, but in their mind they believe that the best way to do things is when you learn to do it, and you know, they try to guide you through how to do it. In our case, we actually have already done overview file in the forums, which you can download. After you download it, you put it in your documents folder, where you find the E folder, and place it there. Once it's placed there, you just take the overview, import overview settings, and there should be Goons Infinity, and you select it and import it, and it imports everything what I have done in there already. Also the tabs, it will do 4 tabs for you. You have to add the 5th one, you only can have 5 tabs. And I have PvP General, PvP Logistics, Switch, Travel, and Switch 2. In the switch ones, I switch whatever thing I need. If I'm in a high sec, then usually I use the default, or, you know, doing missions or things like that. But in the PvP situations, I have capitals or drones or pause, so I can keep tracks on the things. The second important thing, when you have done your importing, I'm losing my voice. Importing, you want to open up the overview settings and go to the overview tabs, and you want to make sure that all bracket profiles are empty brackets except the travel bracket, which you basically need to have for travel reasons, and I explain it a little bit later on. And going back to these tabs, the PvP General will show all type of the ships, enemy ships. It will not show you any corporation or alliance member or fleet members. The PvP Logistics is most important tab, because you need to kill first logistic ships. Once you kill their logistics, then they lose repack capabilities, and then you are all set. The travel is second most important thing. When you lose your ship, get you in the pod, you want to have only the travel points where you need to go, because less things you have here, the less lag you have, faster you find the location where you want to warp, and you don't have to do this all crappy thing. Try to find, oh, planet, I want to go to the planet. You see how long time it takes. You can customize this, you can place the star or planets in here however you want to do. It's up to you. So those are 2 important. The switch 1 and switch 2 is depending on your ship type, what you are doing with the PvP fleet, so you're gonna use them. I really hope I didn't go too fast. If I did, watch the video again. If you have any questions, go to the forums, ask them. God's sake, just, you know, ask them. They are important. There is no stupid question. If there's gonna be lots of questions or suggestions, we remake this video. And yeah, basically kind of things. That's everything. So I hope you guys will have fun in our corporation. And yeah, this was Shingley and some tutorial video. Alright, have fun.